You're listening to Dene Michael here on True Radio, the home of proper good music and proper good interviews. And tonight, one of my celebrity guests is all the way from Leeds. It's Wendy King. Hello, Wendy.
Hi, Dean. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm fabulous, as usual.
Fabulous, fabulous. Well, Wendy, what we're going to do, we had your brother on last week, and
I know. It was super. It really was.
David King, yes, the secret millionaire. Now, David was fantastic, and I'm sure you're going to be fantastic as well. So where should we start, Wendy? How did you start off?
At the beginning. Okay, so I came from a show business family. My dad was a very famous comedian, ukulele player, songwriter, and he wrote all my own original songs, by the way, for the later life. And my mum was an amazing dancer, and I came from pure show business, so I'd sang all my life. When I was 12 and a half, you were allowed to join the youth club. You had to be 12 and 4 months, that's right. They let me in, and I met a group of guys, and we formed a group called The Strangers. It was Wendy King and The Strangers. And when I got to 14, after about 12 months rehearsing, we started doing gigs. Now, I wasn't allowed to go out with boys, go in anybody's car, or Daddy was so possessive with me, because being in show business, he knew the hard world that it was, that he used to push me with one hand and pull me back with another. Anyway, we went and we were doing the Castleford kiosk and the Capitol Ballroom and the Astoria every Saturday night and the Shaftesbury Ballroom in York Road. One day, I was coming out of school. I went to Steinbeck High School, and there was all these photographers outside the school waiting for me. I couldn't believe it, taking my picture with my satchel. And then in the night time, they turned up at the Shaftesbury Ballroom, taking pictures. Anyway, the next day, in the paper, like this big, like really big, teenage idol Wendy King packs the Shaftesbury Ballroom. Fred Burgess, Daddy said, true? Trudy, that's my mum. Look at this. What is it? I thought she was in bed. Wendy, what's going on? How did you get out the house? I climbed out the window, Dad. He says, you can't do this. I've told you you can't go in. I says, Daddy, I've been doing it for 6 months. Anyway,
wow.
He came to the Shaftesbury Ballroom and said to Mr. Burgess, now she can stay here, but she's not allowed to be near any boys. You've got to look after her. And we stayed at the Shaftesbury. I got a license to sing until 9 o'clock. But there was only one problem. I never had time to do homework, because I was working like 4 times a week at age 14, earning more than the teachers. So that went on till I was about 17. Then they disbanded the guys. I was in Manchester at a big ball, and Bob Miller and the Millermen, who were him and Joe Loss were the massive big bands of the day.
Yeah.
And my cousin Barry said, why don't you sing with him? I went, oh yeah. So I followed him. I followed him into the bar at the interval, and I went, Mr. Miller. He went, yes. He was 6'4". Can I sing with your band? He went, what's your name? I said, Wendy. And what will you sing? I went, Bill Bailey. What key? B flat. Okay. Can I sing then? Will you announce me? He went, oh, you want announcing as well? What's your name? I said, it's Wendy King. Okay. Yeah. So I said to Barry, yeah, I can sing. We go back, and he starts the second half, and I'm stood like an idiot in the front with my arms folded, waiting. And he didn't announce me, so I pulled his jacket. Mr. Miller, he went, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little girl here from Leeds, and she's going to sing, guys, Bill Bailey in B flat. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang, I was on. Oh my God. There was 4 trumpets, 4 trombones, 4 sax, full rhythm, him in front with the sax. I have never in my life had the thrill, well, I had since, but the thrill of this. And I did Bill Bailey like I've never done it before. And the band were blowing, and it was incredible. I pulled the place down, and he signed me up that night. Wow.
It's a wonderful feeling, Wendy, isn't it, with a big band behind you? I've had it myself, you know.
I mean, I'd had my own band, four guys like the Shadows.
Yes, yeah.
Like Brenda Lee and Connie Francis, but this was like, oh my God, it was insane. And I toured with him all over the country. We did the Dorchester in London. I did big gigs. I used to stay with my mum's sister, Ricky, lived in Hendon. And it culminated in a season in the Isle of Man,
Wow.
where we worked the Palace Ballroom during the week. And on a Sunday, we did the Palace Theatre with guest artists that would fly in. And I worked with Manfred Mann, Unit 4+2, Sandy Shaw, Jackie Trent and Tony Hatch, and Morecambe and Wise.
Oh, I bet that was wonderful, wasn't it?
Oh my God. They came about 4 times and they did 2 shows a night. And my brain at that time was so nimble and ready to pick. I learned their act. I know both parts. They were amazing and so fantastic to me. I was only a little girl and they were so kind. And also I talked my way into a job in the casino that was opposite the Palace. So I was really busy. I met Pete Murray in there and Tony Blackburn. They were on Radio Caroline.
That's right. Yes, yes, yeah.
Anyway, when that season came to an end, I thought to myself, this was fantastic, but I'm singing and he's bowing and they're clapping him and I want really them to clap me.
Yeah, you've done all the work.
So I decided to leave.
Fantastic. Well, Wendy, what we're going to do now, we're going to play a few songs, a few tunes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Opportunity Knocks.
Yay, okay.
So that'll be lovely. Thanks for being with us, Wendy, here on True Radio.
You're very welcome.
The home of proper good music and proper good interviews. Back soon.